I was trying to trick Grief. So he passed in September. So I'm preparing for his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I got you, Grief. I found a picture of me and my son. John, I burst into tears.
In my head, he's still my older brother. I'm like screaming into the phone, he's dead? And then I have to call my mom and my dad and my 3 brothers and sisters. And I say the word Sam's dead 10 times.
I'm watching people like get gas and get Raising Cane's. And I'm like, how dare you? I thought I could game plan for Grief. When he didn't call on my birthday, I ain't get no Kev. I said, oh, Grief, you won this round.
Grief's not a journey. Doesn't have an.
If it's a journey, I need to beat it.
Oh, I
need to win Grief. I gotta race him or I gotta wrestle him.
I think it's better to think of grief as a language. The goal of a language is not to finish, it is to become fluent.
Grief is like tearing your ACL. You feel great, you feel terrible, you've regressed.
Yes.
You can run a mile, and it's like, am I healed? Brain, come help me, you hurting me.
Your brain is a GPS that takes time to update. Language is created for the purpose of dealing with loneliness, which is the real killer in grief.
The amount of people who are like, thank you. I thought I was crazy. So that was like, oh, I'm not alone. You're not alone. Let's get in here and talk about this. It's a hole in your heart, grief, that doesn't heal. Your heart just grows around.
If your life were a restaurant, grief would convince you that sadness has a standing reservation at every table, and it doesn't. Joy and laughter, they have to sit down. They can sit down. They must sit down, kick their feet up, and sometimes just move sadness out of the way. This is what I love about Kev and my conversation with him. He reminded me, or he embodied the truth that my guy David Perdue says all the time. Yo, grief isn't one note. It's important that you feel all of the notes, that you laugh, that you cry, that you talk, that you laugh, that you cry some more, and you laugh and you cry. And this is what I love about Kev. He is one of the most authentic people that I know, and the time that I got to sit down with him was great as we talked about what it was like to lose a brother. Grief.
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 I think one of the things that drew me to you, or there were a few things.
Okay.
One was losing a sibling and a brother.
And an older brother.
So my brother was older. I didn't know yours.
My brother was older.
Yeah.
So when I read your thing, I was like, oh.
How old was your brother?
He was older than me, or when he passed?
No,
he was 3 years older than me.
Okay. And how old was he when he passed?
He was 42.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm 42 now.
So that's the craziest part.
This is the first weird thing is like, I'm an age. I can't even say we're the same age, but grace of God, I make it to 43.
Yeah.
It'll be the first time I'm an age that you never achieved. And I don't even know how to really process that.
Yeah. So this is the crazy part, how that math works. My brother was 1 year and 3 months older than me.
Oh, wow.
He was 32 when he died. And the next year I hit that age.
Jeez.
This past year, I'm like, and at that age, my dad was Nigerian immigrant, graduated in 2.5 years, worked and all that stuff. Sam was like graduated in 3 years, walked on, played ball. His 4th year, he's teaching a kinesiology class that teammates are in, like Sam was that.
Wow.
So at 32 years old, it's like the solace that I had was, Dad, fam, like, he lived the full life. Look at all the stuff that he did.
Yeah.
Now I'm 41 and I look back and it's like, damn, like 32 was young. Like he didn't live anything.
Yeah.
But the weird math is like, in my head, he's still my older brother.
Yeah, there's a thing I'm working on a one-man show about this, and one of the jokes, which I can share now because it's not worked out, might not even make it. But I remember thinking, am I the oldest now, or am I still the middle?
Oh.
I feel like the middle child because I have a younger sister.
Okay, yeah.
So my older brother, 3 years older than me, and my sister's 4 years younger than I am. So I'm always her older brother, but we've always had an older brother.
Right.
So now I was sitting in my room one day, I'm like, somebody was like, where do you fall? And I was like, oh, I'm the middle. And I went home and I was like, am I the middle? Or am I the old? Does it change?
That's crazy.
But I don't think it changes because like your birth order kind of like shapes your personality in some way. Right. And I'm only been the oldest to her.
That's crazy.
So that hasn't changed.
That's crazy.
But there's nobody to be. So it's just like, that's just such an odd thing. And I think losing a sibling before a parent is crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy because like everybody else related to me that passed made sense. It's only been my great grandma that's like my great grandma and my grandfather. Yeah. Who, in theory, people who are related to you, those people pass before you. Right. Your oldest brother doesn't pass.
No, this is what I'm
outside of like war and stuff. But even at any stage in time, you wouldn't expect your oldest sibling to pass away at 42. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just such and I don't even have the like thing yet. Like I don't know the answer to that. Yeah. Some of this stuff is just weird thoughts that I haven't been able to shape.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So one of the things we talked through was and this is kind of the main thing that for the past few years it's been people think of grief as a journey. This is okay.
I'm stealing this from you now. Let me look into the camera.
Okay.
He told me about this before we did the podcast. Yeah. This will be stolen. This will be in my one-man show, but I have his approval.
Oh, it's good.
Please explain it to people because I love it so much.
All right. So it's this, right? What you find is that like metaphors matter. They are important. They help people navigate the world. So a good one is great. It helps you. A bad one on something as important as death is not just unhelpful, it is harmful. Yes. Right? So the predominant metaphor that people are going to use for grief is that grief is a journey. Mm-hmm. Journeys start and they have ends. Grief starts, but it does not have an ending. Right? And so to convince people that grief has some sort of end is to give them the only thing in the world that's worse than real pain, and that's false hope. Send them in search of light at the end of a closed tunnel. Yes. And we see this all the time. So whenever anybody talks about grief, they're like, oh, the 5 stages of grief. 5
stages and grief's a journey.
It is a myth. It is not based on empirical data. It is Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross studied terminally ill patients that were on their way to death, not the people that they left behind.
So it's about the dying person, not the family reaction to the dying person.
It's the 5 stages of dying. So it's like after
they're grieving their own life.
After acceptance comes my funeral. So that's where it ends, right? So people find themselves like, oh, I think I've worked through the 5 stages. So
I'm good.
My brother, April 14th, 2015. And 2 years later, it's like, okay, I think I worked through. I accept it. On the 2-year anniversary of my brother dying, it is a Good Friday. My daughter, who was born premature, that's been on a breathing machine, takes her first unassisted breath on the day that my brother took his last breath.
Oh my God.
And now I'm crying. And now I'm mad at everybody. And I'm happy, and now I'm like, wait, anger.
Yes.
I passed that exit, right? Yeah. So it is this like, bro, the 5 stages are a custom suit made for breathless bodies.
Wow.
So what I'm
stealing a lot of your stuff.
Take it.
Brother.
It is written down. It is online.
Text it to me.
Royalties will be paid. But
I use the analogies like grief is like tearing your ACL. And and then being able to play a full game 2 days later, and then not being able to walk one day, you're like healing and then not healing. You feel great. You feel terrible. You've regressed.
Yes.
You can run a mile. And it's like, I don't even know, am I healed? It's just, not only is it non-linear, it doesn't make sense. I remember crying one time. I was going through my Facebook looking for a picture of my son for a thing. I don't know, project or whatever. And I found a picture of me and my son. My son is 17 now.
Yeah.
Right. And this was like a few months ago. Find a picture of me and my son when he's like 2. I'm holding him, giving him a kiss. John, I burst into tears because I'm like, my brother won't be able to hold him again as a baby.
Fam.
And John, he held him as a baby.
This what
he wouldn't be able to hold him as a baby if he were alive. So why is this magical scenario where JoJo turns back into an 18-month-old baby? Like, I'm crying about things that can't happen, but also did happen.
Right?
I'm like, brain, come help me. You hurting me.
But that's it though. So like, oh man. So like, yeah, but this is why it's, grief's not a journey. It doesn't have an end.
Yeah.
So a better metaphor is I think it's better to think of grief as a language. The goal of a language is not to finish, it is to become fluent. Language is created for the purpose of dealing with loneliness, which is the real killer in grief, right? In this, right? The loss is inevitable and it is painful. But then with that loss, it's like, I'm trying to find somebody that can at least like be with me in this like loss, and nobody knows what to say.
Nobody. Sorry for your loss. Let me know if I can help. If you need anything, let me know. Brother. And I know people mean well.
They mean well.
But also when you're getting like hundreds of those same 3 things, everybody shut up talking to me, actually. That might be the most helpful.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
Just shut up talking to me, because I can't even deal with what
you don't know.
I don't know what to tell you. And I also feel like I owe you a response because you reached out, but I ain't really in the place to respond. And I'm also like, sorry for your loss.
Yeah, let's just.
But I can't deal with that right now either.
Right.
So just everybody shut up.
Yeah.
With respect and love.
Fam. That was the first thing that changed for me.
Yeah, I love
impact. I used to text messages are clean, mail is clean, but now it's like niggas text and it's like I may hit you back.
Really? It changed your personality.
It changed completely. I have not the concept of voicemail in this day and age where somebody calls and leaves a message.
Yeah.
I have not listened to a voicemail since 2021. It's just.
Did you hear about your brother from a voicemail?
No. So it was like, I was so much of a like people pleaser, caring for everybody else.
Yeah.
And then it's like, bro, when you lose a older brother and you're surrounded by people that have not had that kind of loss, and they come and they say, yeah, man, y'all like, man, my like grandfather died and it messed me up. It's like, no, I love my grandma to death. My grandma died in 2020, but even her death was so close to, it was 5 years from Sam. Me and my cousin were at her funeral and we both said, I love her, but I cannot shed a tear.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it just put me at a point where it's like, this is what made me the most mad. I'm outside a Longhorn Steakhouse when I find out that he dies. And I'm like screaming into the phone, he's dead? He's dead? And then I have to call my mom and my dad and my 3 brothers and sisters. And I say the word Sam's dead 10 times to the 5 of them, because the first time I say it, they all say what? And I'm like, the world is stopping.
Oh my God.
And I have to walk back into the Longhorn Steakhouse to get my stuff and go. And this is what made me the most mad. Niggas are still eating.
Oh.
They're eating their steak. And I just wanted to grab the fork and be like, do you know what stop.
John.
I need everybody to stop. The world should not function.
I feel I had that moment at his funeral I went outside. First of all, I had that same moment. I didn't even realize till you said it. So I'm gonna tell you both parts. My brother had a heart attack. So I had shows. Josh is actually here. We were on our way to San Jose that day. So I had to text them like, yo, we're not doing a show. So they're like, oh, what? Because that's never happened. I've never canceled a show that I'm touring. So I got to let them know. So I'm telling my friends, because we all were friends. My brother was managing a few of my friends, but we were all close in group chats, all that stuff. So one, I have to tell them all, which I text them. I was on the plane. I'm sorry. Jay gone. So I can't do much more than that. But I had that moment that you were just talking about outside of the funeral. I remember being in the parking lot, and it ain't been 3 minutes. I literally did the like 3 minutes from like it being over and me like shaking hands of the people. God bless you, thank you, thank you. And I remember looking across down. It was the church is in like a really busy part of Houston. Gas station, Raising Cane's, all that stuff. It was at Fallbrook. Okay. Yeah. He had it at Fallbrook. We had the funeral at Fallbrook. Okay. So
that's where I'm from. That's why.
Oh, okay. I'm watching people like get gas and get like Raising Cane's. And I'm like, how dare you fill up your tank when I'm having the second worst day of my life, and you getting gas and extra sauce and going to pick your kid up and going on the freeway, just la-di-da. We're going to Dave and Buster's, y'all.
This is what,
And then people ask me where the repass is. You hungry at a time like this? And they mean, well, but I ain't get the address, kid. Oh, my cousin want to come. And outwardly, I'm like, yes, here's the address.
Oh, you got to.
But internally, I'm like, nigga, y'all finna be eating chicken. And at the repass, these niggas going ham on chicken. You just, who
and then y'all
this?
are talking and laughing about everything else.
How you got an appetite? This nigga cold and dead.
This is what I'm saying.
You got an appetite? You talking about, man, who made the potato salad?
This is what.
Have you tried this? We got hot honey over here, Kev. You want a plate? No, I don't want a plate. And I'm 270. I usually do want to play. But I ain't had no appetite that day, John. Damn. So you know something wrong. Damn. But it felt so unfair. And then I get home and my mortgage is due. And I'm like, are you unaware? They're like, greatly unaware. Do you want to live in this house in October?
Damn.
So, bro, I did want the world to stop and acknowledge my personal pain. I want Earth.
Right.
I want a moment of remembrance from everybody on Earth. I don't care if you knew him or me.
This is what I'm saying.
Park the car and be sad for me. So I can be like, thank you.
Yeah.
Now go on about your little funky day. Yeah. But it don't happen like that.
Bro, it just moves.
It just moves. The vast amount of people on the planet Earth have no, let me tell you what's worse than that.
Tell me.
People who know him and didn't know he died. This just happened to me last month. Last month, Joshy, the man been gone since September 2022. I go to a premiere. I bump into a comic I hadn't seen since the pandemic. He older dude, so he's not on social media.
Yeah.
Like don't got no presence.
Yeah.
You see him at the clubs, you see him at the events, and I hadn't seen him since 2018.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Kev. And I'm like, oh, what's up, man? Blah, blah, blah. How's Jay? I said, Jay died.
Yeah. He's decomposed.
He's dead.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, and on the gram. And I'm like, I know you didn't mean well, but I haven't had to tell nobody he died in years. Everybody who knows me either knew or has seen me talk about it on podcasts or joke about it. John, I hadn't told nobody I had forgotten that was like
news.
I hadn't had to tell that many people he died after he died.
Right.
Because people followed me or follow him. Like he was a public figure as well. So I sat there and Melissa was there and she was just like, you good? And I was like, I could let me get a full.
Yeah.
Let me get a full time out. Let me just recalibrate. Because that knocked me off my square. And he didn't mean no harm. He literally didn't know.
They don't mean harm. It was the 10-year anniversary this year.
Oh man.
And it's like, this is like, it's for better or worse. Like I'm the guy that talks, like I spend my time and I talk about death and loss. And a homie from back home, bro, I had this one post like, yo, man, it's been 10 years. It's crazy to turn 40 without you. Yeah, Vernon, like, yo, Sam gone? I'm like,
That's also so black.
yeah. Oh,
Let
yeah.
him gone?
Yeah,
Ain't nobody
like,
told me. No, I just talked to him. You didn't. If you didn't know for 10 years.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, yeah, bro. And it is just, so it's confusing, right?
Yes.
So there's a few things I think that I want to hear from you.
Okay.
It's so I think grief is a body language. Grief is a spoken language. Grief is a written language. Grief is a sign language. So here's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, body language.
I'm listening.
You grew up in the church like me.
Yeah.
I remember growing up, and we were like, not like Pentecostal, but Pentecostal like light.
Yeah.
Right? But we were Pentecostal enough where it's like I could be in the house like sick, like Oregon Trail dysentery sick. And saying to my mom and dad, like, yo, I think I'm sick. And the first thing is, don't you speak that over your body. You are not sick. And what it trains you to do is to be like, yo, my body is a liar. I need to lecture my body and say that I'm good, when it's like, bro, with grief lets you know, bro, like your body doesn't lie. It tells you the truth. And so the fatigue kicks in, and you can say that I'm fine.
Right.
But it's like, man, when you can't keep your eyes open, when you get short tempered,
Yeah.
when your heart skips a beat every time that you see mom on your iPhone, because my mom called me a bunch of times and I pressed the ignore button because I was at dinner with friends. Like it lives in your body.
Yeah.
So much so that it's like, bro, I can't even make eye contact with a Longhorn Steakhouse logo.
Really?
Bro, you don't know how many Longhorn Steakhouses there are in the world until you're driving on the freeway. And it's like, I just wish they'd go out of business.
Let me tell you what, John, you know what I can't do?
Tell.
George Bush International Airport. Because I was flying to Houston when I found out. I was in baggage claim, like stunned. We had to call, we rented a car. Our kids didn't know because we dropped them off at school and then left. So my sister-in-law came and was like with them. So they didn't know why we were gone. So we had to tell them, and I go to Houston often for work.
Right.
And I don't want to go to Hobby. Hobby don't got good one nonstops from LAX. So every time I land at George Bush Airport, it doesn't matter. The first time, the next time, the last time, every time I go to that baggage claim, it might as well be happening for the first time again.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I got to get a private plane, brother. So I can go, or I should go to Hobby or go to Dallas and drive to Houston, because that airport is the worst now. Nothing against IAH. You mean well.
That's it.
You just got a sore spot in my life. And that airport baggage claim, they don't know. But I was going through it, waiting for those bags. And I always feel like I'm going in the same exact baggage claim because I fly Delta. It always feels like it is happening. Not flying, just when I land and get to that baggage claim.
You feel it in the same way.
I feel like it's September 2022.
Yeah.
All over again.
Do you, when it comes to that time of the year, do you like?
No.
Okay.
And I thought I would. Yeah. I was trying to trick grief. I was trying to trick grief. So he passed in September. So I'm preparing for his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I got you, grief.
I got it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be sad that day. I love you. I got my post preloaded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my post ready. It's gonna be a great day. And the first year I get through it. Okay. Right. I'm like, cool, man. I got you, grief. Yeah. Yeah. John, my birthday comes. I ain't had no plan for grief. Grief was like, I'm gonna let you have that one. You good. When he didn't call on my birthday, I ain't get no Kev. I said, oh, grief, you won this round. Oh. And it was like, it held on to his birthday too. Like, and I'm gonna get you for you thought you tricked me for February? And it like hit double. It was so odd to not get a phone call or a text from him. And as he had gotten older, he had gotten super emotional. It wasn't just happy birthday. It was, brother, voice note. I love you. You mean the most to me, brother. We gonna kill it. I checked my phone. Ain't nobody sent me nothing. Ain't no text from Jay. So it was like, my birthday is historically tougher than his birthday because I reached out to him on his birthday. So I'm not able to reach out, but expecting was different. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't expect this to make sense, but I think I thought I could game plan for grief, and I have been defeated.
Well, it is this is what grief, bro.
It's creative.
The absence is sharp. The absence hurts.
Yeah.
So there's this book called The Grieving Brain. And one of the things that she brings up is this, bro. Like, your brain, we think that we move through the world as we see the world, but we move through the world as we remember the world. Ooh, so it's this.
Okay, I feel this.
Okay, so it's this. Like, your brain is a GPS that takes time to update. So what happens is this, right? It is if you were in your house right now and all the lights were off, and you wake up and you go to the kitchen to get water and all the lights are off, you've lived in your house long enough to where you can move through the dark. Say you trip and fall and you expect to hit the refrigerator, which stays in the same place.
Yeah.
And you trip and fall and you don't hit a thing. You're shocked, not by the thing to say, but you're shocked by there's something that should be here that's not.
Yeah.
And GPSs take time to update. If there is a through street and overnight they turn it into a cul-de-sac and you get in your car and you drive, Siri's gonna say, turn left, and you drive and you hit this and you're like, wait, this don't work. When people are here, bro, they are through streets. I send a text comes back, then they die, and it is a cul-de-sac. And I send a text and it doesn't come back. And you're like, wait, no, but this is and as time goes on, you start to say, the GPS updates and your brain says, oh, like, me and my brother were like competitive. And I still have in my phone, like, texts where there was a time where I just had to delete all the texts that I have from him because I had these texts that I would send them like when I did something special. And there was a time like when the text went from blue to green.
Oh, that's why I could never do it.
And it was because
I couldn't do that moment or have a text respond back, say, because people like, text him. I'm like, they stole that number. And if somebody's like, who the hell is this? I can't recover. I can't recover from my brother's phone responding, who the hell is this? Yeah. You really just helped me because I felt like my brain know you died. We was both there. So why, for years after, Jake Paul fought Nate, whatever, I can't remember the order. But nigga, did you see Canelo? Canelo, we watched every big fight. And Canelo just lost to, who'd he lose to? No. That was Jake.
Logan Paul.
Canelo lost to Bud.
Yeah.
Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
Had my brother been here, first of all, boxing is terrible.
Right.
Like, we loved all sports.
Right.
But me, my brother, his wife, and my wife used to watch boxing matches together all the time.
Yeah.
And then when we lived in separate places, me and my brother would check in round by round. Oh, the nigga Canelo looked good.
Right.
Canelo, he got stuck.
Yeah.
So Canelo was bigger and stronger than Bud. He was supposed to win. Right. Vegas had him winning, but I'm rooting for Bud. Right? You know, I'm going black, slick boxer. He going up in weight class. If he beat Canelo, they ain't gonna be able to say much. Right. So Bud beats Canelo, and this is less than 6 months ago. Yeah. This is not long ago.
Yeah.
I go to text this man, and I'm like, Canelo, you are dead. Why does my brain not, in 3 years, you should be helping me. So now I'm sitting in the hotel room like, now I got to get some cookies on the way.
Right.
Because I'm not finna just go through these feelings. I'm finna eat them.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm finna eat them.
Yeah.
Because why would you not, all smart as my brain is, how are you not remembering what you know to be certain, and you got me out here looking stupid going to text a dead man?
Because we
how long into the street turn into a
listen. We tend to treat grief like it ages in dog years and not like it ages in people years.
Okay.
So it's this. We've got a dog to crib. I know you.
Yeah,
got
Big
a dog
Monty.
We got Pretzel at 8 weeks old. At 8 weeks old, Pretzel's walking.
Yeah.
2 months old, Pretzel's she's house trained. 6 months old, she puts herself to bed, and it's just by a year old, you walk in and it's like, man, why is you're mad if a dog is not aged.
Yeah.
With a baby, nobody comes in and like, you're 3 years old and your subject verb agreement is still, it's still, people don't, because it's like, no, look, they're only 3 years with grief. It's people that have not lost a sibling. It's like, yo, man, it's been a year. I mean, I know you're gonna be sad, but what? And for like me, bro, when I hear people that have lost, like, I was with Glenn last night, and it's like, fam, it's only been 4 years. Like, yeah, it's only, and it just, bro, it takes time. Like, yes, yeah,
it takes so much time. And also, I wanted to go back to something you said, if that's okay. I didn't realize, but I kind of do realize. I don't know if I wanted to put it to that specifically. Yeah. What's happening in my life is I have a rise in fame, basically. I try to shy away from these things, but that doesn't make it not true. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, people know.
Rise in fame, rise in inquiries of people asking for things that I don't know. So there's already a mistrust.
Right.
I wouldn't say a mistrust. No. There's a certain amount of trepidation, hesitation.
Yes.
I already am not a person who has a huge amount of very close friends.
Right.
Part of just like military upbringing, you grow close to people, they get orders, you get orders. So I think you just maybe protect yourself.
Yeah.
Or you're just not used to having long-term friendships. Right. And it doesn't bother me.
Right.
Like, I've always been like, my family's cool, I'm cool. I got a few people that I've known for years, but if my family is great, I'm great.
Yeah.
And my brother was also my manager, and I fired him. Yeah, I had to. It was time. He was not a proactive manager. He was a great on the intake and negotiating. That brother was not going to go out and get me nothing.
Yeah.
And we talked about it. I cried.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he was like, I got you, Kev. You're right. And he was still kind of my consigliere. Yeah. So he never stopped working with me.
Okay.
But what I didn't realize how much he did, he kept people asking for stuff at bay. Two things. One, this is infuriated me.
Yeah.
At his funeral.
Oh, no.
People trying to be like, two people, and I'm so sorry, can never forgive you. Will never, I will go into the pearly gates. It's over.
And you know who you are.
And you don't get no mulligan. You don't get no second chance. I'm not really a forgiving person anyway, but I sure couldn't do it if I were. Yo, man, I had been trying to get a tour stop going with Jay, with you.
Before he
died. My brother would not bring me stuff that he knew I didn't want to do. So he placated, he told you no, whatever he did, you thought now in the sanctuary, we didn't even get outside. First dude. Matter of fact, first dude, brother, I know you got churchy, and I was just like hoping to get on the music part of it. Hey man, the casket is here, John. The nigga dead right there.
It's still open.
The nigga dead right there. Go open that door. See, and talk to that nigga. You think he's saying something? So maybe I'm not really worried about churchy at this moment. Go outside. Hey man, me and Jay had been talking about doing something. Hey brother, I don't really want to talk about that right now.
Yeah.
At that moment, I think something happened in my brain that made me hesitant of all people and what they want. And I feel like I'm like, you gotta I don't even know how you can get to me now. If it ain't straight business that can go through my manager, if something that seems like friendship, I'm more hesitant because my circle of trust is smaller. Like as a public figure, I'm always afraid of saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing, and becoming the person that the internet is mad at.
Right.
But one thing that's always gave me sort of like peace is I know my family, and I mean, even if I did wrong, like I smack a baby, public's upset. My family gonna be like, nigga, what you smacking babies for? Are you crazy? All right, the chicken's done.
Right.
Like I don't even have to be right. And I think we all need a safe space to even behave badly.
Right.
But if I'm misunderstood, I need it more. Because now you feel like you're going to defend yourself against the internet. It's not what I meant, blah, blah, blah. So now I have one of the biggest parts of my life who was that, where I don't have to be KevOnStage, gone. I don't even want to be in a potential to be in that area because I know the place I need to go lick my wounds, I have a smaller place. I still have my wife, still have close friends, but a big piece of that, say, circle of trust is missing. And my wife is great. Love her. Have not known her my entire life. I was working on this bit for my thing. There's this, and I'm gonna share some of this because I don't know if I'll make it. I have a thing where in my thing, this is all loose, but I feel like grief is selfish. And I have worked out the math that my brother meant more to me than anybody else in the world. And let me go down everybody. Okay. My mom, who had him. Okay. Means a lot. You didn't have him your whole life. Okay. You had him and she had him early.
Go line by line to help y'all see.
Let me help y'all. She had him at 16, you know. So you got 16 years of living your own life. Okay. I beat you. My stepdad. Step. Your step. You didn't even come until 10 years later. He was already 10. He's not even your biological son. You lose. His wife. Oh my God. You met him at 23? I been knew that nigga at 23. Okay, you're done. Grandma, you were 30. Aunts and uncles, done. My sister, okay? You've known him your whole life, but you're younger than me.
I've known him before you even came.
Before you were even around, and I'm in between you and him. His kids, done. I win. I have known him my whole life. There was no time in my life before him. Like my parents, grandparents, wife, there was no his kids, they've known their whole life. You're young. I've been knew him. So he meant the most to me, Kevin. Nobody can convince me that he meant more to them.
Right.
I've done the research. So therefore, I miss him the most. And I know his wife lived with him every day, blah, blah, blah. I lived with him every day before you were even around. He helped shape my worldview. Can you say that? You're a woman. You had your own worldview. He didn't shape you. He met you a fully realized adult. He taught me how to iron. Did he teach you? No. He taught me how to talk to girls, play football, ride a bike. My brother taught me how to ride a bike. And also, I didn't have my real dad in my life. And that's not the joke. The joke is when you don't have your real dad in your life, your older brother becomes a father figure, if you're lucky, and I was. He was a protector, the first protector, and I remember him before my real dad. He taught me how to ride a bike, play cap guns, played with me, protected me. So that all of those, and none of that really changes. He protected me even as a manager in a managerial thing, but also on a brotherly thing. And also, he took me from getting no money to getting money. He did, because I'm just a comedian.
Right.
I'm like, nigga, you gonna give me $50 to perform? John, no joke. I flew from LA to Augusta, Georgia, to get paid $125. In the air, I realized I'm losing money on this because just to get to the airport, back, paid my own hotel, said, I don't think I should do this. Hired my brother to manage me. At the time I hired him, I was making $500 a show, and he was like, absolutely not. And he was like, if I have to, because he got 10% or 15%, 10%, I don't know. But he was like, I would rather neither of us make money than you take less than what you're worth.
How'd that make you feel? At first, it's like
nigga, but they gonna say no. He's like, they are gonna say no.
Yeah.
But then they'll say yes. We need the people who think you're worth 500 to say no. So the people who think you're worth 1,000 will say yes, and 1,500. So I'm like, all right, nigga, and you better not mess up. Internally, I'm like, he believes in me. You know what I mean? And he took me from that to like Spectrum. And Spectrum, brother.
Yeah.
Best internet in the world, y'all. The Mbps's that y'all got, whoo, upload, download, they gonna kick us. He took me from 500 to TV commercial bread. That was more than I could have made at the bank in years. I would have had to work at Bank of America for 10 years to make what Spectrum ended up paying me. Shout out to y'all. But him.
Yeah.
And he was willing to say no. There was a time when we kind of got into it with them. And I was like, if they're not going to pay us, then we got to walk away. He was like, yes, and leave it. And they came back and paid for what was real. But for me, it was like, if you're willing to lose with me, then we can win together.
Right.
So that person missing, it's it's like you losing your offensive tackle, and that's the guy you need. We finna lose this game now because he was protecting the quarterback. So I talked for long, my bad.
No. This, but it is language, bro.
Yeah.
If you
we only got through the body.
Listen, the goal wasn't to get through. No. What I was saying was like what you brought up. It's fam, if you lose both of your parents, you're an orphan.
Yes.
If you lose your spouse, you are a widow. If you lose your sibling,
there's no word for that.
They don't have no name for it, even though it is like it's so unique to to go with somebody. Have you been to his grave?
I've been to his grave.
Okay.
And it's not sad.
Okay.
It should be.
Yeah.
But it is funny to me.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why.
This is it.
My brother was a master of getting things he should not have gotten.
Right.
Being places he should not have been.
Right.
Doing things he should not have done.
Right.
In the best way.
Yeah.
Charismatic, smart, funny.
Yeah.
That'll get you a lot of places in life.
Oh, yeah.
My brother did not serve a day in the United States military. He is buried in the Veterans Memorial Cemetery in Houston, Texas, because his wife did serve in the military. And you can be buried there if you're the spouse of a person who served active duty and was discharged honorably like he was. You're not supposed to be over there with them Army people, brother. And you know you ain't supposed to be over there. It's for the Army person to pass away old and then their spouse goes next to them. At 42, nigga, you did not do no salute. You didn't join. You didn't go to basic. Get out them Army people stuff and go to the regular grave stuff.
That's crazy.
He in there like, this is nice.
That's
because it's a nice place.
That's crazy.
All white, clean, every headstone around him. Colonel, general, specialist, Marine, guns, served, Purple Heart, all Army stuff. And some of their wives, but mostly not. Like it's mostly Army people and Marines. And then it's just like
Jason
Fredericks. I'm in here too, y'all, with the Army people. It's just like, it's so funny because it is so him.
Yeah.
I've been a few times.
Right.
I don't go often, but that doesn't have like a hugely negative thing because I didn't know he could go in there.
Right.
So I'm planning a funeral and you know, I don't remember who told us. I don't think it was his wife, but somebody was like, we were trying to figure out where to burn him or bury him. And they were like, I think he could go in it was the planning people.
Yeah, I was I think he'd go over there with all the heroes.
He could go down the veteran stuff. I said, man, come on, y'all. They're like, no, he can.
Yeah.
And it was cheaper. So we got a good deal on a plot of land because it don't cost down to the veterans. It costs at the other place. I didn't know the parking space costs.
I know. Oh, it's crazy.
He got a good deal. Good. And it was a new development. They were building out not kidding.
The streets.
They were building out a new section.
Sidewalks.
He got a good lot. He got a good little section right off the corner. I said, you got a new little Cody. Of course you do. And I didn't know cemeteries expanded. Like I don't know what I thought, but I was surprised to find out that they were like, oh yeah, the guy's pointing like we got all over there. We're going to be brand new. We're going to have about 40 people over here. This place is undeveloped. It was like homes. He got good plot of land over there. He had a road himself for a little bit. If I go back now, I'm sure they got some new headstones over there. But it was like, it's such his personality to be in there with them people who served our country.
It's crazy.
And he don't belong. But at the same time, he used to say, act like you've been there.
Right.
Just, it don't matter if you've been there. Act like you've been there. Act like you belong. And even in death, he up in there.
That's wild.
Doing Army stuff with the people who served our country bravely put their lives in danger or died in war.
Yeah.
And he just up in there with them people. Craziness
That's
to me.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yo, man, you know, one of the things that we say all the time, bro, is if your life were a restaurant, grief comes in, and I think it convinces you that sadness has a standing reservation at every table and that joy can't sit down. And that is not true. Like, joy has to sit down. It must sit down. Like, and that's why, bro, like, that's why it's a, I don't know why I thought it, but when I was young, bro, I thought all graveyards were like Scooby-Doo, bro. Like, scary. Yeah. And then I got older and I started to walk, and you go and it's like, man, it's like beautiful gardens. And you ask yourself, why do they do that? It's because, people need to come back and think about this. And the only way that we do it is if the surroundings aren't scary, but they're pleasant. And I think
green grass, flowers, sprinklers, upkeep.
Listen,
and if you're in the grass business, you get down to the cemetery, get you a job.
Well, what I'm saying is, bro, I just want to tell you, like, it's been encouragement to me to see the way that you've been honest with, your grief and loss. And it's like the things that you do surrounding that grief and loss are, man, you're planting gardens around it to like let folks in. And so I'll say that I wanted to share this with you personally. We've done this thing for the past few years where we go into the city. You grab coffee. This year, we were like, instead of the credits and just letting people like doom scroll through their phone, what we're going to do is we're going to put the little phone thing up and we're going to put our favorite, most insightful reels on grief and stuff through there. And your series, when you talk about your brother, I love that. That is the one or one of them when it came up and scrolled, people stopped. And it was just something about like being able to just be like, I know what that feels. And so, thank you.
I appreciate you. This was really important. I was willing to cry if necessary. I don't fight tears anymore. Same way, I think tears are just as important as sweat.
Oh, yeah.
Like your body is like, I need to express this.
Yeah.
And imagine if you prevented your body from sweating. Yeah. It would have like harmful effects. But grief, and I feel like it's even unfair to say this but I have to. People had died before, but the level hit differently this time. So in some ways, it felt like I was dealing with grief for the first time. Yeah. Because my great grandma passed. She old.
Right.
Like, it's like, I was sad, but it was expected. Uncle Rudy passed. He was younger than I thought he would pass, but not out of the realm of possibility. You know what I'm saying? But when Jay passed, it was like you speak about grief being a language. It felt like I was taken from America, dropped in the middle of Vietnam, for example. Because like even Spanish, I'm from El Paso, I can pick out a word or two. Drop me in Vietnam, they're speaking Vietnamese.
Yeah.
I don't know this language at all. These letters, I can't, ain't no context clues. Matter of fact, Korean.
Right.
Where they have like the symbols.
Yeah.
There ain't no context clues for like
what? Yeah. What? Yeah.
Like I don't know that.
Right.
I don't know how to say these things. And I love the thing about language, because we were just talking about this on the podcast. I love words. I'm always learning new words. There's always something that somebody says. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nomenclature. Yeah. I still remember the first time my boss said that. I said, I got to look that up. I had not even heard that word before.
Put that one in the back pocket.
So grief is, if it's like a language, that means you will never know every word in the English language or whatever language.
Yeah.
You will, because new words are being made up as we go along. Riz.
6-7, word of the year.
Was it?
Word of the dictionary.com, word of the year last year.
6-7 was the word of the year?
6-7.
wow, first of all.
This is what I'm saying.
Second of all, even old people have to learn that because nobody, and I still don't really know what it means. But anyway, I think grief as a language, the most helpful thing about you, and I'm going to put this in my special. If they don't take anything else away from me, I want them to take two things.
Yeah.
You're not alone, and grief is a language.
That's it.
Because you never expect to know a language perfectly. And grief is a journey is how I went into it. But I threw that away because I was like, it don't feel like that for me. But I wanted something else to say and hold on to. And I just never got it.
Yeah.
I just felt like these things are not happening in this order for me. And I'm not really subscribing to this. And luckily I had friends who were like, one thing that actually helped me before I heard grief as language is like, it's a hole in your heart, grief, that doesn't heal. Your heart just grows around it.
Oh, yeah.
And you learn how to navigate around it, but you're never forgotten, you're never lost. No. And that was like, okay, now that's helpful. Because I don't want to like, I feel like I'm very competitive. So like, if it's a journey, I need to beat it.
Oh, I
need to win grief. I gotta race them, or I gotta wrestle them. I gotta whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to not grieve.
I know.
Because I think like, you know, although it's Marvel, it's a bar.
Right.
What is grief without love persevering?
Yeah.
Vision said that.
Yes.
And I said, and he said it before Jay died. I said, well, it's love.
Yeah.
You can't exactly express it the way you want to.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm not even like a full energy people thing. But sometimes it'd be helpful to just think of him as not gone, but just not able. And I felt like that's the devil. The way I grew up, you conjuring spirits. Right? But then I saw Sinners and I was like, you know what? Maybe he's on the other side. It feels like sometimes he's on the other side. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's very helpful to be like, he ain't gone. And then even like in his son, or the way Josh was laughing a little while ago, is how my brother, that was my brother's thing.
Yeah.
And it's my kids do it. His son, like his kids do it. Right. So it's like, you can never really truly be gone because your fingerprint exists. My youngest son wears his number. My oldest son and I, we have a tattoo of his tattoo. So it's like, you're never really gone.
Yeah.
So that was helpful too. But I think grief as a language has been the most helpful. And you only told me that like 3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's also God ordained.
Yeah.
I was like, you didn't know I was doing this one man show.
I didn't know.
You had no idea. And I only did those grief videos because it was like, for me, whatever's in my mind, I have to get out. And in the moment, that was the most prevailing thing. And the amount of people who were like, thank you. I thought I was crazy. So that was like, oh, I'm not alone. You're not alone. Let's get in here and talk about this. And if we cry, if we laugh, at least we gonna be together.
Right.
And I'm gonna make you laugh.
Right.
Because it is funny.
It is.
But it's also sad.
Yeah.
And those two things don't have to be mutually exclusive.
It is like somebody saying, yo, John, people told me that you was black, but I met you and you're tall. And it's like, oh, no, yeah. Oh, listen, yo, I can be both, right? Yeah, I can be like both. But folks are like, yo, like, they told me that you're grieving, but you still smile.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no, I can be both. And it's like, yo, God can be good and I can be sad at the same time. And it's it's those like unexpected things. And I just had to bring this up because, I've trekked with you in your journey and saw the anime come and go. And then I saw you get into One Piece. And when you got in.
Did you know?
Huh?
Have you seen One Piece?
Oh, no. I started watching One Piece after my brother died.
Oh my God. And nobody told you?
Nobody told. I'm like, look at this pirate and bubble gum.
Oh my God.
And then I got to the Impel Down arc.
Oh, John, I'm sorry, man.
I got to the part where Ace and I'm like boo-hooing.
Can I be honest? The most intense piece of media I've ever watched in my life is the Impel Down arc. For a grieving little brother, I ain't welled up until now.
This is
when that nigga said, you gotta live for me. I said, hold on. How it didn't even feel like Ace to Luffy. It felt like Jason to Kevin. I said, and Josh was there. I had to walk away. I was in the Sky Club heaving.
I
was like, oh my God.
I saw the video when that happened. The people that I knew was like, and I'm like, y'all think I'm just a big nigga out here watching cartoons. I'm saying.
And nobody even really dies in that show. They just get defeated and go away for a little while.
This is what I'm saying.
This is the first nigga to die for real with a hole in his chest.
That was like.
I said, oh, y'all, Oda, you got me. Oda is the author. If I ever see you, my nigga, my Japanese nigga, if I ever see you, it's a hug and it's a sock out. Because how dare you break me down at my big age with animation in a thing that hit me I'm talking about, I felt like I got hit by a Mack truck of emotions. But I had to take a break. It was so personal and real and helpful and beautiful too. Was it like, it was crazy because it was like, although he was dying, it was like closure and a new beginning.
Yeah.
It was like my brother being like, it's okay, bro, keep going.
Yeah.
And I was like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Jason, Luffy, Ace, Oda, Delta Sky Club.
This is what I'm saying.
Josh, Tamara, Greg, y'all in here eating eggs. Greg eating 4 boiled eggs at a time like this. Niggas eating protein and hot sauce. I'm hanging on by a thread. I know y'all ain't watching. You don't know what's going on. Yeah. My brother dead.
But so it's like, bro, the reason that I bring that up and the reason that I want to thank you for the things that you do is because, man, when it comes to grief, bro, what people don't, and you doing this for the people that like trek with you, it's like people don't get, bro. There is one therapist for every 350 Americans.
Wow.
And all of them are not even trained in grief.
No.
And so it's you sit
that's a
back
specialty.
And it is. But grief happens every day.
Man.
It is an everyday problem that everyday people face every day.
Yes.
And when you take an everyday problem and treat it like it has an expert solution, things don't move. Yeah,
people don't recover.
No.
And I know we got to close.
Okay, yeah.
But I just want to say, I watch Hoarders a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know how many Hoarders things start with somebody dying and then the people just were like, I couldn't throw that away? A lot of them. Because me and my wife was watching Hoarders a lot during the pandemic. So many of them start with, I lost my husband, my daughter, my son, my dog, and I just couldn't throw that one thing away. And then I couldn't throw that away. And the next thing you know, I couldn't throw anything away. So it's like, there's some creators that I follow, who've been with grief. Some never return to the person. And in some ways, I think a lot of times people are not, I don't think you're the same person in one way or another. Mm-hmm. Which way may change, but one way or another, you're forever changed.
Yeah.
And I don't really fault anybody for however you do it. Because sometimes it takes you, I can't say it takes 2 years. You may never fully recover.
No.
It's like I tore my ACL many years ago, or I hurt my shoulder. I can move, I can do stuff, I can run and jump and play sports, but that is not, I don't have what I had pre-injury.
Yes.
I just learned to live with what I have, so to speak. And I think that's more like grief than like, I am healed. My leg, I don't trust those injured air. Like I can bench a lot.
Yeah.
But I'll never feel comfortable because my shoulder is not healed. Yeah. Even if I got surgery, I would never trust it the way I trusted my body prior to that injury. And I think that's how grief is. I'll never experience the world the same way I did.
Oh, no.
But I will still experience the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know we got to close. I'm going to say this last thing.
Say it.
It boggles my mind that this nigga didn't see Sinners. I'm like, how you didn't see Sinners? Like, you would have loved Sinners. Like, you would have really liked that movie outside of the brother thing.
Yeah.
You would have really liked that. And now you just don't see that movie. How?
We played ball our whole life. My brother walked on to Sam Houston State University, played in the NCAA tournament. In college, he played against Dwayne Wade and all. Basketball was...
Wow.
He died April 14th, 2015, before the 2015 playoffs when Steph Curry won the first. He did not see Stephen Curry. All the basketball that we were
How dare you not see
Muggsy Bogues, you seen Mookie Blaylock, all of these guys. But that it's like...
how?
And it is this ambiguous grief that you live with. It's like, I know that doesn't come with a funeral or a casket, but I still feel that same sense of loss. And that is, grief just by another name. So,
last time I saw my brother, the son, I said, Michael B. Jordan, I'll chop you in the neck. On me and Ryan Coogler.
Oh, fam.
Because in that clip people just be putting that out.
Like,
and I'm like, I can't. Black Panther 2? Brother, me and my family watched that, John. We was all crying, leaving the theater, and JoJo goes, why would we do that? I'm talking about, it was a 2-hour funeral for Chadwick, which I appreciate.
Right.
But I'm not ready. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's the worst. Yeah. It's just kind of the worst. But in some ways, it's the best because it could only hurt this much if there was this much love.
That much love.
If I didn't love him this much, I wouldn't be feeling this badly. Yeah. So in some ways, I do take a little solace in like, this is only this painful because he meant that much to me. Right. Because the other people that died, I don't experience that same pain. I love them, but the wealth of love or the well of love creates almost like however much love you have that much grief and maybe more grief.
Oh, yeah.
Because the love doesn't have anywhere to go, but the grief is like, oh, nigga, love, gone.
I'll find places. I'll find places to come out. I will find the crevice everywhere. All right, this is the last thing.
Okay.
And we will close. It is one of the most helpful pieces of advice that I think people are like, yo, I don't know what to say when somebody dies. And it is there are two things that I'll tell people. Stay away from pronouns and be careful about punctuation. And here's what I mean.
Okay.
99% of the time.
That should be like LGBT
No. It's not.
Like,
yeah,
man,
it's not.
I respect the pronouns.
No, listen.
If you they them, then you they them, brother. But go ahead.
This is what I mean. People are going to be like, most times folks will be like, my mom died, my brother died, my dad died. And there's something ingrained in us that we're content to reduce our loved one to a lost one. And when we talk about them as a lost one, we talk about them as a pronoun or a title, where the only time it is rude not to interrupt somebody is when they say, my brother died, and then they go on. I stop people all the time. What was his name? Because it's like, my brother didn't die. My brother Sam died.
Yeah.
And when you ask people what their name was, what you'll see is their eyes like bounce to the top, and they'll be like, oh, like Sam? And then it's like, yo. And then it's this. What was that? Where did you go? What was he like? And this is what I mean. People think that the way that you're going to help somebody that grieves is to exclaim or explain. So saying things with periods or exclamation marks at the end. He's in a better place. Sorry for your loss. Sorry. Where it's like, the most comforting words for the grieving soul come from inside the griever, not from inside the comforter. So what I found is it's like, I don't say things. I'm like, tell me what he was like. What are stories? What is this? And people will say things like, I haven't talked about them in years.
Wow.
Because nobody asks me about them. And when people talk about them, they're reminded of all of that love that people... Yeah, so it's like, yo, questions,
Yeah.
the most comforting words come from inside the person that's grieving. So
that was great.
We're good.
We're good.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
This is, I'm glad we did this.
Yeah.
We talked about this, but the timing is good. I didn't know if I could joke. And perform.
Yeah.
And process.
Yeah.
But I think this is a good example of what my show will be, with more jokes, but also a fair amount of like honesty. And I think that this made me feel so much better about it, because this is like 2 weeks before the first show. And they all 4 sold out. And I was like, all right, nigga, now you better be good now.
Well,
so, because then like, I thought it would be harder to sell this.
Yeah.
Because I titled it Grief So You're Not Surprised by the subject matter. Because I don't want you coming in thinking it's what I've done in the past and what I probably will do in the future. But this was specifically, I feel like it's better to get your ticket money with what we finna talk about. But I was unsure. But this is like, it was super helpful to just do. You know what I mean? And I think, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, bye guys.
Peace.
I think about the concept of being excluded from an inside joke. We all know what it's like to find ourselves in a group of people. Somebody tells a joke and a punchline and everybody laughs and we don't get it. And we feel the isolation that comes from being on the inside of the group in proximity, but not being able to laugh because we don't share the experience that they all do. And then I think about the concept of being inside this grief club, of what it's like to lose somebody that you love deeply. And you find yourself on the inside of the group, and there's not a whole lot of laughter. And then I think about the unique place that KevOnStage has created, where he's combined the inside joke with this grief club, and you find yourself on the inside of a place that you never want to be, and you're laughing because you get the context of everything that was said. That's what I think is the brilliance of what KevOnStage has done, and comedians in general. I think of my guy, David Perdue, who says, grief isn't just one note. It's got to go up and down. So I love the conversation that I have with Kev. I loved the way that we laughed, we cried, we laughed, we talked some more and cried. And more than that, I love the space that he's creating. So you can check the link in the bio or wherever all of this stuff comes. But as he's done this one-man show called Grief Sucks, it's coming to a city near you. If you've ever lost not just someone, if you've ever lost anything, which we all have, you are on the inside of a club, and it's important that the inside of that club is a club that's filled with laughter. There's an inside joke that's there waiting for you. Shout out to Kev. Thanks for the time. Y'all, thanks for being with us again on Grief is a Language. And remember, you're not crazy. You're not alone. You're human. Peace.